The Indo-Pacific region is a disaster-prone area. In Fiji, 91% of the communities live near a coastline. Given the risks of flooding, tropical cyclone, these high percentage of people are at a greater risk.
The name of the cyclone was Cyclone Kina. The river comes up, it goes through the houses, and one of the houses was lost. In Fiji, our main cyclone season is November to April, but now rain comes anytime. So you see the community hall is raised up, so it can be one of our evacuation centers too. There's a saying that prevention is better than cure.
The Australian Humanitarian Partnership disaster relief program, and it's spread across 5 countries: Fiji, Solomon Islands, PNG, Vanuatu, and in the borders of the Pacific, Timor-Leste. So the disaster relief program, on one side of the coin, it's focused on preparedness. On the other side of the coin, it also focuses on response via activation.
We work with a range of partners, and the focus of our work is to strengthen our partners' capacity so they can prepare for and respond to disasters. There have been a number of challenges for our partners over these last few years.
I think in terms of disaster and humanitarian emergencies, the main challenges that are faced by persons with disabilities is in terms of accessibility. For example, if there's a cyclone, persons with disabilities prefer to stay within their own homes because of the inaccessibility of evacuation centers.
Stigma and discrimination can be really prohibiting in the community where there are persons of diverse socio-esque. So in a situation where there is a disaster, the stigma and discrimination is further exacerbated, so their vulnerability is aggravated.
At Empower Pacific, we have counselors and social workers, and in times of disasters, provide psychological first aid. AHP has played a great role. Maritime islands, they need assistance, and it's hard for us to reach them. We were able to access the funding that was activated, and we were able to respond immediately. Counseling brings changes to people. It saves life.
In the province of Tailevu's floods have been continually affecting the vegetable farming. Normally the 7 communities have been doing vegetable training the traditional way. But with the HP disaster relief, one thing we have seen working out with them is the absorption of new husbandry practices.
Oi na balta nai tei, yo kito pa bina katiko ni nai te na nila ko me nai te bikito, ni sang sartunga bikito nai te. Na pisidia po ngane buki kito saranga. Kim tali bang taka, kim lebul taka, ramai kinai labo. E buki talanga ni mata bobal.
When we had to deal with recovering from 2 cyclones, our HP partners came in and helped with inclusion, assessments training, EOC. Because of that support, it was communities that stepped up in. They had the tools to be able to engage effectively with government. They advocated. Communities have a lot to teach us, and if we have time to reflect, we'll be able to take stock of how we can be more effective.
Before this AHP project came into place, we did not have the visibility of issues for persons with disabilities being addressed when it comes to disasters and humanitarian emergencies. So there is a lot of work that has been done.
In the AHP context, the work of RPF has not only reached the members of the diverse socials, but it has really reached out to anyone and everyone that our members live with. It's been really rewarding.
We can't prevent the disasters, and with climate change, I think we're only expecting, unfortunately, more of these challenges to be faced. But what we can do is work with our partners to strengthen their capacity so that they can work with the community and respond to disasters when they happen.
I've seen firsthand how the communities post-disaster would communicate back saying, thank you. If we hadn't received this training, lives would have been lost.